We recently had the opportunity to visit with the Ruidoso Valley Chamber of Commerce on a show called Chamber Chat hosted by Deborah Dowds and Shawan Darden.
Welcome to Chamber Chat on KRUI 1490 The Mountain. My name is Deborah Dowds. I'm the Executive Director of the Ruidoso Valley Chamber of Commerce and Visitor Center. And Andrea is with me. Andrea is my Director of Events and Member Services.
Hello, everyone.
Andrea just had a birthday this week, so we're going to say happy birthday to Andrea.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, Andrea.
I can officially go by ma'am. Just kidding. Please don't call me ma'am.
I know. You're like, whoa. And today we have with us two special guests. We have Eddie Crane from Healing America's Heroes. So
Thank
welcome.
you.
You're welcome. Welcome.
Thank you.
And we have
Thank you.
Jeremy. And Jeremy, I'm sorry, I don't know what your last name is.
Brown.
Jeremy Brown from Ruidoso Physical Therapy. So are you new to Ruidoso or were you here before?
No, I'm very new to Ruidoso.
Yeah.
I'd never heard of it up until August of last year. And I was
Oh.
like, what's this place? Let's go see it. It's like,
Wow.
oh, this place is special.
It is
So,
special.
Welcome.
Yeah. Well, welcome. So where are you from?
originally Kentucky, but I live half time in Houston. I have another PT clinic over there.
Oh, well,
so
cool.
back and forth.
So what part of Kentucky?
Frankfort, North Central, for those that don't know that Louisville is actually not the capital of Kentucky.
Right,
So.
right. I lived in Kentucky for a while when I was a kid. We lived in the western Kentucky, so over by Land Between the Lakes.
Yeah, Paducah, that whole area right there. Yeah, beautiful.
It's a beautiful part of the country. So
Yeah.
Well, welcome to Ruidoso.
Glad to be here.
So Eddie,
Yes, ma'am.
you didn't bring her in, but you have a special person, or not person, but a
Actually, she's more human than animal, I
Yeah,
think, you know.
yeah.
Yes, we got our little dog, Foxy, okay? And Foxy was nominated by one of our clients or one of the veterans that came through our program. You know, we are a recreational therapeutic program for veterans and first responders out at Fort Stanton, New Mexico. Okay, and when the veterans or the first responders come in, okay, if they're part of the horse program, they get issued a horse first thing. Okay, if they get into the fly fishing program, well, then they're issued a fly rod and a fly tying kit. Okay, so in my introduction, I said everybody needs to spend at least 30 minutes with our little dog Foxy, and she will help you with your therapy. I mean, she'll help you with your PTSD.
yeah.
And this lady, I mean, she just fell in love with Foxy. So she nominated Foxy for the John Henry Service Animal of the Year Award through New Mexico Behavioral Health.
Wow.
And she won. Okay. So we will be up in Santa Fe at a gala event on the night of the 6th. And she will be the guest speaker, I guess.
Yeah.
She'll be honored, you know.
Yeah.
And she'll get an award from the lieutenant governor, and there's a nice little reception that night. And then the next day on the 6th is New Mexico Behavioral Health Day at the Roundhouse, so she will also be the guest there.
Yeah.
So she'll be hobnobbing around
Yeah.
with things.
She'll be the celebrity from Ruidoso.
Yes, Lincoln County. I think
Lincoln
that's
County,
cool,
yeah.
man. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. Well, that's
Yes.
awesome. Well, congratulations.
Yeah, I'm proud. You know, and actually in 2000, the same award, okay, there's a gentleman that came to our program. He had lost use of his right arm in combat. And so he went through the horse program. We assigned him this horse and we figured out how he could work the horse and turn and stuff. What we did is we cut a broom handle and we screwed the reins into the broom handle. So he was able to stop, turn left, right. So he spent a lot of time with this horse. So he also nominated our horse Cracker for Service Animal of the Year, John Henry Service Animal of the Year in 2000. And so he won in 2000. Now Foxy has won in 2024.
Yeah.
You know, that's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
I mean, you know, two service animals from the same organization. By God, we're therapy. I mean, you know, we're therapeutic.
Yeah.
I don't care. And we're recreational therapy.
We have 24 years to find the next one.
That's it.
To groom the next one for
Yeah.
that title.
That's
Right,
it.
right. Yeah.
That's it. It's right. You know, so yeah, it's really cool. And,
That is cool.
you know, on a personal level, you know, I moved back to Lincoln County in 2022 and we were able to sign the lease on the facility that we have out there at Fort Stanton. It used to be called the
Pine.
Yeah, Lincoln Pines.
Yeah.
Lincoln Pines Correctional Facility. And they shut down in 2015. Well, we were able to get the lease on it in 2022. And so we've got a 20-year lease on the facility out there, and we're just starting, and we're on a pretty good roll. You know, we've been blessed by the support of the people of Lincoln County.
Yeah.
You know, I came from northern New Mexico, and I wasn't used to this support. I mean, I've been humbled.
Yeah.
I really have been humbled by the people and the support. And you guys from the chamber, you guys are all, you know.
Yeah.
I can always depend on you guys. That's one thing I like about it.
Well, it's a great program. So tell us a little bit about how the program works, if there's people out there that
Yes. Okay, so we are a 501c3. We're a nonprofit organization, and we were established in 2014 in northern New Mexico in the Tierra Maria Chama area. I ran the program up there from 2014 to 2022 when we leased the facility here. So we're a well-established recreational therapeutic program for veterans and first responders. And so we had the opportunity of leasing the facility here, so we jumped on it. It's been a blessing. This is the best thing we've done, you know. Yeah. We're able to help more veterans because of the fact that we're down here in southeastern New Mexico. We can help the VA hospital in Albuquerque. Okay, we can also help the VA hospital in El Paso, William Beaumont. And then also we working with the VA out of Big Spring, Texas, and Amarillo. So we'll be able to cover a lot more area. You know, everybody in Texas wants to come to Ruidoso.
Right,
so, you know, it's a win-win.
Yeah, so you have retreats. So
yes, ma'am.
And it's how long are the retreats?
So what it is, when the veteran signs up, we'd like to have a 5-day retreat. Okay, and so when the veteran signs up and comes through our program, they are assigned a room. And like I said, if they get into the fly fishing program or the horse program, you know, for example, if you get into the fly fishing program, the first thing you do is you're issued a brand new fly rod and then a fly tying kit. And our fly tying instructor, Brady Park, okay, he will teach you the fundamentals of casting and the rod and how to set it up and stuff like that. And then we usually spend most of the day in the morning casting, and then in the afternoon we have a fly tying class. Yeah. So the guys that go through the fly fishing program, at the end of the week, they've actually tied 5 flies that they're actually going to be taking home with them, and, you know, and a little pride, you know. And then the same thing with the horse program. You know, we issue a horse. As soon as you get there, you issue the horse, and that horse is yours for the week. Yeah. You know, we have a good curriculum as far as the therapeutic side of why we use the fly fishing and why we use the horses for our recreational therapeutic program, you know. Yeah. And with PTSD, you know, we as veterans lose the compassionate side of our brain. Okay, so we don't use both sides of our brain a lot. Yeah. You know, and that's how come they're so, you know, relationships are so hard for veterans and stuff. You know, we just lose that compassionate side. So with fly fishing and horse therapy, you know, we use both sides of the brain, you know, and we talk a lot about pressure and release. Yeah. Okay, on how do you handle pressure when, you know, in situations, you know. So we talk a lot about pressure and release. We talk a lot about balancing our life. We talk about self-confident. And so working with these animals, you know, within 2 hours on the horse program, we have them on a horse. We get them on their bareback in a round pen. We walk them in a circle. We ask them to close their eyes. We ask them to extend their arms out. So that's the first part of balancing your life, if that makes sense. You know? And so that's the first little steps that we help the veterans to get going in what they're you know, in their direction. And it's been successful. We do 5-day programs. We really do not like to take more than 10 veterans at a time. And the reason being is that we can't give the one-on-one attention that we like to have to give to the people. So 5 will be in the fly fishing program, 5 will be in the horse program. Okay. And, you know, and if we get the right funding, we're going to be able to set up our events starting in April for every other week. We're going to have an event from April to the end of October, okay, and that will be our fly fishing and then our horse therapy program. Yeah. In the wintertime, we're going to get into music, okay? We have to find programs that you use both sides of the brain. So we worked really hard on trying to find other programs that can use both sides of the brain. Okay. So what we've decided for the winter programs is what we're going to do is we're going to do guitar and pianos.
Oh, wow.
And then we're going to do snowshoeing.
Oh, fun.
Oh, that would be
So,
fun.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so that's what we're going to do in our towards our winter programs. Yeah.
Believe it or not, Eddie's actually underselling the program. So I met Eddie through our PT clinic, and I heard he was a veteran. He left some pamphlets for us, and our clinic is actually veteran owned and operated. My wife and I are both veterans, so we have a big, huge soft spot for our veteran community. Yeah. And so Eddie said, come out and see the place. And so we got out there and we're walking around like it's got a commercial kitchen, multiple bedrooms. I mean, it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful area to be in. And it's quiet. That's what we talked about. Like there's some peace and serenity out there, and you have the horses. It's an amazing place.
Right.
It's going to do amazing things.
Yeah, because it is out at Fort Stanton. It's kind of out behind the fort.
Correct.
It's a beautiful spot. You've got
it
the
is.
views and
the views that got Sierra Blanca behind us.
Yeah.
We got the Capitan Mountains, on the east side.
Yeah.
It's a pretty nice place.
Yeah.
I grew up there. I lived in Fort Stanton when I was a young kid.
Oh yeah.
My mother got a job out there, and it was a tuberculosis hospital for World War II and Korean veterans. So my mother was the secretary there, and so they gave her on post housing.
Yeah.
So we lived there, and I went to school, lived in Fort Stanton, went to school in Capitan through the 7th grade. And in 65, they shut down the tuberculosis hospital, so Mother got a job with another state job.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's good to be back.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been a vicious circle, but I'm back.
Yeah.
Running into relatives I hadn't seen in 100 years.
Yeah.
So connecting with some good old friends too.
Yeah.
So,
well, good deal.
Yeah.
Good deal. And so is Cracker still one of your therapy voices?
Cracker is 33 years old. Okay. He's the one that won the award in 2000. Okay. He gets treated better than most people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Royalty.
He royalty. Right now he's in Las Cruces. A lady has volunteered and donated her barn. Yeah. And so she's taken him in and for the winter. And so she's got him on a special diet, and he's gained 30 pounds.
Oh, wow.
But, Cracker's 33 years old, And a lot of our horses that we use are older horses.
Yeah.
Okay. And they're very forgiving. They're very understanding,
with
the veterans and stuff, So, we really respect the older horses for our program.
Yeah.
It's tough when you lose one of those animals. And because of their age, they go down, So like in January, I had to put 2 of them down and then, so now we're kind of looking for more horses, but, the horse has got to be the right kind of
right.
horse, I mean, he's got to fit the bill, what I'm saying? And so
it's kind of hard to find those special horses.
It is.
Cracker is a top tier horse.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm typically afraid of horses, but when I met Cracker, I was able to pet him, and I was like, oh my God, I'm petting a horse.
Yeah.
Wait till we get you on there and riding for your birthday.
Yeah. We should have had Cracker and Foxy in here on the radio.
We can do an outside interview with them one of these days. We'll take a bunch of pictures with them.
We could do a remote.
Yeah, we could. I was going to say, I don't think Cracker would fit in the studio.
Oh, I'm sure we could get him in here.
Maybe not after that special diet.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But, so thank you guys. Thank you, ladies, for helping Lincoln County, for helping Ruidoso, for supporting all the businesses that you guys do, all that you guys do. You guys do a pretty good job with the Chamber of Commerce.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You really do.
We try.
I'm proud of you guys.
Yeah, and you're coming up to Santa Fe with us.
I can't wait.
Next week, you'll be up there for our legislative reception.
Right. Yeah. That's on the 7th, and then on the 5th and 6th is when Foxy does her thing.
Yeah.
So, we'll be up there all week and see if we can get more funding and stuff like that, more help from,
So do you have any fundraisers coming up?
We've got, actually, I was just speaking with Germany. We want to talk to the Lynx about a golf tournament.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. What we do in the summer times is down in Hondo, I contract with the roping arena down there, and we do team ropings on once a month, one Sunday a month. And last year, that was our first year, and that was very successful. We did very good. More than the money that we got from the fundraiser is the exposure we got, And so we're setting that up again as well too, So we're going to have a monthly fundraiser team roping event. What I would like to do is have a big team roping event a dinner dance kind of thing, you know.
Yeah.
I'd like to talk to the county commission about the rodeo.
Yeah,
commission.
out at the fairgrounds.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'd like to do that out there.
Yeah.
Maybe have a dinner dance or something, you know.
Yeah.
These are things that we've got that we're working on getting together, you know. What we're really excited about is being able to get a staff for Healing America's Heroes, okay? If we get the proper funding, we're going to be able to get those people that we need out there and to run the business and cater more to our veterans and first responders.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what it's all about for us is our veterans and first responders,
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, with that, we will be up there on the 7th.
Yeah.
You know, can't wait.
Yeah.
I really can't wait. I really can. I think it's so cool, you know.
Well, good deal. Yeah, we're looking forward to it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And happy birthday, Andrea.
Thank
That's pretty
you.
cool.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, ma'am.
Yeah.
Living dangerously there.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
So, you know, a couple of things that we're doing, you know, we work a lot with our fly fishing program, you know, and that's been very successful. So what we're going to do is we're going to probably call some of our past fly fishing guys that have come through,
Yeah.
and then we're going to do a little retreat up in northern New Mexico.
Oh, cool.
And we're talking about Jemez Springs, maybe. You know, there's Fenton Lake up there.
Yeah.
There's a hatchery real close to it, so they keep that lake nice and stocked.
Yeah.
You know, we're trying to put a 3 or 4 day, 5 day program up
Yeah.
there and go up there and do that. Maybe take some horses up
Yeah.
there, you know, just do a little therapy program under the stars,
Yeah.
basically, you know.
So here, when you fly fish, do you fly fish there on the Bonita River, or?
Yeah.
I mean, there's probably not a whole lot of
Yeah.
water in it.
You know, we go fly fishing in the river past the racetrack. You know, one of the things that we always want to do is make sure and guarantee you that all of our veterans catch a fish.
Right.
Okay, so we got a call from Dripping Springs RV Park down in Ruidoso Downs.
Seeping Springs?
Seeping Springs.
Seeping.
I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Seeping Springs.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. So sorry. Seeping Springs.
Yeah.
Got a phone call from there.
Okay.
And they said, you've got this veteran program. She goes, we want to talk to you. The
Yeah.
lady. So went in there and she says, if you'll bring your veterans in here at 6:00 in the evening, she says, I will make sure there's nobody else in here.
Oh, wow.
And it's just for our veterans. So we make sure that every veteran catches a fish.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So we don't catch and release. We catch and eat.
Yeah.
You know, the veteran gets to tie his own fly, you know, and catch his own fish, and you know, so it's really cool, and especially some of the female veterans that have come through our program. Like I've got a group of ladies up in northern New Mexico, up in the Albuquerque area. They all came together, okay, and this group has stayed together. Okay.
Yeah.
And so now they go on these fly fishing trips and stuff like that.
Wow.
They said they don't want to ride the horse because they're too old, but I don't think they're too
Yeah.
old. But anyway, you know,
Yeah.
you know, they've really taken up the fly fishing idea of it. And it's cool. I love it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm so proud of them.
And I think one thing I want to add to what Eddie was saying, if I can, is, you know, I've lost several brothers to PTSD, to suicide, to drug, things like that. And part of what they offer this program that excites me so much to be a part of is it gives you a purpose. You know, it gives you a task. You
Right.
are only there tying that fly in that moment.
Yeah.
You're not thinking about the bills due next week. You're not thinking about combat in 2006.
Yeah.
You're only thinking about tying that fly. And then that progresses into casting that fly. And that progresses into watching that fish rise up and eat that fly.
Yeah.
And then cleaning that, you know, and there's a process to that. And, you know, what we learned in the military is everything is done step by step by step by step. And everything about his programs are step by step by step. You don't just get there and hop on the horse.
Yeah.
You go through the process. You nurture the horse. You develop a relationship with the horse. You gain the trust and all
Yeah.
these things. And so that's what it really, really, you know, makes me very passionate about what he's doing with his programs is it gives us a purpose. It gives us a mission. It gives us a task. And that's the only thing you think about in those moments.
Yeah.
The hope is coming out of that. They carry that same central focus out into their lives,
Yeah.
back to their families, to their kids, their spouses, to their jobs, things like that. And so that's what it kind of gives me chills to think about because I've lost many brothers. And if this was around, could that have helped them?
Right.
You know, and that's what's important to me to be a big part of this going forward is to make sure that I kind of make up for that loss of access in the past.
You know, we lose 22 veterans a day to suicide. Okay. So since we've been in Fort Stanton and Lincoln County, okay, we've been able to reach out to first responders.
Yeah.
Okay. We had our first responder retreat last year. And so we're looking forward to having a female first responder
Yeah.
and then a male first responder retreat this year. And then another thing we were able to do, and was have a veterans couples retreat.
Yeah.
That's something that's in dire need, because if the veteran himself has PTSD,
Right.
the spouse has
Right.
it too.
Yeah.
Even probably more. So we're excited to offer the couples retreat. We just got to work out a couple of kinks. The first retreat, we had 5 couples, and 3 of the couples said they were great sleeping apart because our beds
Right.
on
Like
one
bunks.
each.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so 3 of the couples were fine. One says, "God, great, man, I slept great."
Best night's sleep.
But there was 2 couples that said we want to sleep
Yeah.
together, and I understand that, and I
right.
respect that. So we're trying to figure out how to get a bed in those rooms.
Yeah.
But we'll get it done.
Just got to
We're gonna-
push those bunks
Push
up
those-
together.
Slide them together.
Something. We'll do something. No, we're working that
Yeah.
issue out, and that's a minute issue.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're excited. And then the opportunity to help, like Jeremy said, our brothers and sisters, in arms,
Yeah.
and stuff, is very rewarding for me. And I think it helps me with my PTSD when I do help.
It gives you a purpose, yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Gives
Yep.
me a purpose as well too. This whole thing has given me a purpose.
Yeah.
That's, I guess, why I'm so adamant about this.
Yeah.
And I believe in it, and it's needed.
Yeah.
It's what the thing is. It's needed.
It's needed,
And
yeah.
it's
It's
definitely
needed.
very needed. And
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and sometimes just knowing that there's other people out there that are going through the
Yes.
same stuff you are, and you're not out there alone, and being able to come together and be with.
You
Yeah.
hit it right on the head
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
You hit it right on the head. One of the veterans in one of our meetings said, he goes, "This is the only place I've been in the last 20 years where I'm not looking over my shoulder and I'm not making sure that there's not someone coming in on me."
Yeah,
He said, "Because I'm here with other brothers."
yeah. We appreciate what you're doing out there, and
Thank you.
I know it's not easy, and I know you're working hard every day just to keep it going and make it happen. And if somebody does want to donate to Healing America's Heroes, how can they do that?
Get on our website. Okay. It's healingamericasheroes.org. Okay. Our webmaster has done a magnificent job. You can sign up there. Okay. You can sign up to come through our program if you're a veteran. You can sign up to be a volunteer
Yeah.
there as well. Okay. So I invite everybody to please check out our website. It's
Yeah.
healingamericasheroes.org.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for letting me put that up there.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yes, and it's very user friendly. So if
Yeah, it
you
is
say
pretty-
you're bad with websites,
Yeah.
you can work this one.
Okay, so what you just said there, that's what I told my son. He goes, "Okay, I'll make it easy for you."
Yeah, he did a really good job on it.
Yeah.
And most veterans hate computers.
Right.
We don't. And so I'm going to be a guest speaker at an event this 3rd and 4th up in Albuquerque. It's the midwinter conference for the Women's Auxiliary. And so Healing America's Heroes has been invited to give a talk there. So we'll be up there doing that, and then from there we'll go to Santa Fe and end up with you guys.
Yeah. Well, very good. We're looking forward to having you up there. You'll have to bring Foxy to the
Thank you.
reception. Yeah.
Do you mind if I do?
No, we would love it.
Oh, my
Yes.
God. Oh,
Yeah.
shit. She's got her little Healing
Yeah.
America's Hero collar.
Yeah.
And,
No,
bandana.
I was having stress dreams about it last night again, and I'm like, man, maybe I need to get a therapy talk.
Come on, just hang out with us for a
Hang
while.
out with you guys. I know.
We'll give you a horse.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That would be good. It would be bad, but it would be good. Yes, I would love that.
But you wouldn't do it alone. I mean, we'd
Yeah.
have someone there right with
Yeah.
you. One thing we do is we like to build confidence instead of taking it away.
Yeah.
And we will not refuse anybody.
Yeah.
Anybody that needs help, we'll help them.
Yeah.
I don't know how we can help. It's a meal or a shower or, something.
Yeah.
A hug, a horse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of people, will volunteer time out there, So we got a lot of projects. We got a lot of cleaning up to do. We got 70 acres.
Yeah.
Okay, the facility sits on 70 acres, and we got 30,000 square feet of space.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got 48 beds and a commercial kitchen, an education center, and then a trade school building as well.
Yeah.
So we got a lot of area out there that we need to utilize and want to utilize.
Yeah.
And we can start at the river and come up and clean and everything. There's so much stuff that
Yeah.
needs to be done out there. So we'll take any volunteers,
Yeah.
anybody that's a grant writer, wanting to help us with some grants, stuff like that, Our secretary, Debbie Smith, is going to Grant Writer School, and she's going to be taking over the office manager duties, I guess, once we get the funding that we're going with that. And so with the funding, we'll be able to get our chef back. We'll get a maintenance man. Yeah. We'll get the inside cleaning crew, that cleans the rooms and stuff like that,
Yeah.
So,
right now it's pretty much strictly all volunteer.
All volunteers. Yeah. Yes. And man, the volunteers that have come through. Yeah. I mean, like 2 weeks ago, we had 12 young ladies from a Girl Scout troop in Roswell, Troop 1080. There were 16 Girl Scout and 12 adult supervisors. Wow. And they came in. Okay, we had gotten our beds to fill out the other sleeping facility, the Bravo. So we had 24 beds put in. They made the beds, sheets, fixed all the rooms up. So we are at full capacity right now. So we can sleep 50 people and we can feed 50 people. Okay. Like we were saying a while ago that we only take in 10 veterans at a time. So we have a lot of space. Yeah. So what we're doing is we're reaching out to different corporate people, and different organizations that do this therapy and the counseling stuff. Yeah. And so we're offering our facilities, and we'll supply the facility, the beds, the office, they come in and do their therapy and counseling. Yeah. So we've got a lot of opportunities out there, working closely with Eastern New Mexico University. Ruidoso branch, man, those guys have been so cool with us. And we're creating a class with them. It's a low investment trades. Okay, maybe making headstalls for horses, making reins for horses, tying flies. I got a lady that wants to do a pottery class out there. Oh, cool. I got a guy that wants to do woodworking class, the leather work. These are trades that these veterans can do. The highest rate of suicide is between 2 a.m. and 6 a.m. Yeah. And so we want to create trades that they can do at 2 a.m. Yeah. And keep their minds busy, their hands busy, and not thinking of the alternative, So we're working really close with Eastern on that. Yeah. And that's going to be a good thing for us. And they'll be able to go with their trades and their goods to the farmers markets and stuff like that, It's really cool. Yeah, that's what we're doing with Eastern.
Yeah. Very good. That's it. It's such a great program out there.
And another thing I gotta say is our mayor, Lynn Crawford. Okay. The village of Ruidoso has become our fiscal agent. Okay. So I'm really glad and honored to be part of that, and to work with the mayor on that,
Good deal.
Yeah. There won't be any problem with our capital outlay from here on out. Yeah. With Ruidoso being our fiscal agent. That's good. That's what I'm saying about the community coming out and helping us. It's just amazing.
Well, I think we all know the need is there, and we know it's important. I mean, you guys fought for our freedoms, so it's important to take care of you guys too.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. Well, thanks for being on today, Jeremy. Thank you. You have Ruidoso Physical Therapy, and you do a lot of work with veterans as well.
We do. Yeah.
Well, thank you guys. Appreciate what you do. Appreciate your service, both of you and your wife. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah. And we will see you in Santa Fe.
Hey, the 7th.
Yeah. Remind everybody.
Lincoln County Days.
Lincoln County Days, February 7th. We will be at the Drury Plaza Inn at 5:30. We have invited all of the legislators, all of the cabinet secretaries, starting to get some RSVPs back. So come on up. We just need to let them know in Santa Fe that we are down here.
That's right.
And what we need in our area so they don't forget about us. So,
Amen.
So come up there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Good job.
Great work on that.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, this has been Chamber Chat on KRUI 1490 The Mountain. Thanks for listening.
This has been Chamber Chat, heard every Friday morning at 8 a.m. on KRUI 1490 The Mountain.